Cold leads, ghosted follow-ups, dead funnels. This is the problem for literally every business out there. But what if there was one simple no-brainer offer that could flip the switch? It's called a tripwire, and the best businesses on earth use it to turn strangers into buyers. In this video, I'll show you exactly why you need it, how to build your own, and why it works like magic. You might be thinking, I've spent lakhs of rupees on ads, leads are pouring in, but sales, nothing. It was brutal. You might have thought, maybe it's the offer, maybe it's the targeting, maybe people just aren't ready to buy. Turns out they weren't the problem. You were expecting too much too soon. See, cold leads don't trust you, they don't know you, and most of the time they are not ready to drop tens of thousands of rupees on your offer right out of the gate. So, what do the pros do? They don't chase sales, they engineer momentum. Enter the tripwire. It's a low cost, irresistible offer that gets cold leads to pull out the credit card fast. Once someone buys from you even once, they are no longer a stranger. They crossed the trust barrier. Now, you're not a random ad. You're someone they've paid and hopefully someone they respect. So, here are 5 steps to build a tripwire offer. Number 1. What makes a great tripwire? A tripwire isn't just a cheap offer, it's the first paid customer touchpoint. Here's the test. If someone buys your tripwire, are they more likely to buy your core product? If the answer is yes, you're on the right track. Does it solve a micro problem? Does it generate a quick win for the customer? Logical next steps leads to your main offer, which increases your lifetime value. And 4, is it an easy yes, low friction offer? Point number 2, how to choose the right offer. So you start by asking, what's the first problem my ideal customer is trying to solve? They may want a six-pack abs, but maybe the real friction is not knowing what to eat. Solve that first. Great tripwires solve friction, not transformation. Transformation is solved in the main offer, not in the tripwires. Don't overwhelm them. Focus on one simple, juicy result. Tripwire pricing strategy. Tripwires are supposed to be priced in such a low amount that it becomes a very easy yes for the customer. At the same time, they should be getting tremendous value for that. It should be priced low enough to feel safe, but high enough to show value. And the customer should feel that they are getting a steal. Because if it costs you rupees 500 to buy a customer who buys something worth rupees 300, that's fine. You now own the customer relationship and make the money on the back end. Point number 4, how to position and package it. Packaging is everything. Your tripwire should feel like a steal. Essentially, your customer should feel that they're ripping you off by the amount of value that you're offering with the tripwire offer and having to pay a very small amount. That is how the tripwire is created. You can add a lot of other growth hacks as well. For example, urgency by offering limited spots or limited time, etc. You can add more clarity as well, where you decide what exactly do they get, and you can offer some form of guarantee as well. The most biggest and popular example for this in India is the Domino's 30 minutes or it's free campaign. Make them feel like they are robbing you. That is the vibe, that is the expectation which you want to set with the tripwire offer. And the point number 5, the final point, where does it live in your funnel? Drop your tripwire immediately after the lead magnet, or make it the entry point itself. So you could decide which one of these makes sense for you. First option is create a lead magnet with a tripwire on thank you page, or you run paid ads directly to the tripwire, or the third option is you run cold email to a lead magnet, which eventually leads to a tripwire CTA. Once they buy, trigger an upsell, nurture sequence, or book a call. This is how you create a customer acquisition engine that pays for itself or even turns a profit on day one. Every large company does it. In fact, this is the reason that they are large. Amazon does it with their add-on items. SaaS companies do it with their $1 trials. Every serious business has some version of it. In fact, Zepto does it with their 10-minute delivery. Because when Tripwire done right, a Tripwire isn't just a sale. It's the beginning of a customer journey that can be worth thousands or even lakhs of rupees in LTV. So if you found this video useful, subscribe to my channel for more such hard-hitting videos to help you level up your business. Take care.